Hello! Today I'd like to share some things that really stress me out. That really do my nut in, that really grate my cheese, that really batter my cod, pickle my onion. These things here are just things that just really annoy me. And when I was writing this list, I didn't realise that there were that many things that really stressed me out. So I thought I'd share them for the entertainment of the public. So the first thing that stresses me out, and this is probably one of my biggest pet hates, is when I go to the cupboard and decide, oh, you know what, I really fancy a Kit Kat or a chocolate bar or something, and I see that there's a multi-pack of Kit Kats, for example, and I think, oh, that's great, just what I wanted. So I go up and grab the Kit Kat wrapper to find that it's empty. So whoever had the last one decided to just leave the packet in the cupboard. So I go there, grab it, and then I'm filled with this dreaded disappointment when I really wanted one. It's like getting my hopes up and then just making them crash and burn just because I wanted a Kit Kat. So that's my first one, it really does my nut in. Family, stop it. When I decide to do some baking, which isn't very often, and if I'm trying out sort of a new recipe, sometimes when it doesn't go right, it really stresses me out. I was trying to make something and I needed melted chocolate for it, and I went out and bought the really cheap and cheerful kind of supermarket own brand chocolate, which was a bad idea. And I tried to melt it and it just didn't melt. Like, I put it in a bowl, I had it above a saucepan and everything, and it just didn't melt. It just didn't do what I wanted it to do. Fairy cakes are the one thing I can bake and they'll be perfect. Anything else? Not my forte. Baking is not my forte. We all get these, I'm pretty sure, and that's just like little bits of strands of hair that just don't do what you want them to do. For example, this bit here is always a bit charismatic in my hair. It sticks up. It's because it's sort of like half baby hair, half normal hair, but it's all growing out and it sticks up. My fringe is another thing. It gets in my face, it gets in my eyes, so I just put it behind my ear, and then I get a funny kink in my hair. Cool. Nice, thanks for that hair. Thanks for cooperating with me. This one is the bane of my life. The bathrooms in our house, the sinks have two taps. One that sprays out hot water and one that sprays out cold water. So, when I want to wash my hands, I'll turn on the hot tap, start washing my hands, it's all fine and dandy, and then it gets really hot. So I think, oh, I'll go to the cold tap instead, just to cool it down, carry on washing my hands, and then it's really cold. Why can't I mix? Why are there two taps? It's either like burning hellfire or dipping your hands in the Arctic. It was much easier when you've got one tap, you can get the right level of hot, the right level of cold, and just have warm water coming out of the tap. Otherwise, I have to run both the taps, put the plug in, and get like a little bowl full of water so I feel like I'm 5 again. One tap would make things so much easier. In public bathrooms as well, when they've got two taps, I don't know which one to use. I either get burnt or frozen, and I've got cold hands anyway. I studied English for A-levels, got an A in it, which was pretty good, so I am quite picky about grammar. I am really fond of when people can use grammar properly, like spelling, grammar, putting commas in. Oh my god, you don't understand the amount of texts I've spent quite a while trying to decipher because there are no commas in them. It just grates on my cheese a little bit. So I do really appreciate it when someone uses proper grammar. I can mostly just deal with it, mostly I'll just be fine and get over it, but there is a little part of me somewhere in my brain that thinks, ooh, no. I don't mind sharing food. I'm okay with someone having sort of a bite of my cheesecake or having a few crisps or whatever, but sharing cutlery sometimes is a little bit of a dodgy situation.
Can I have a bit?
Oh, yeah, sure. Are you for real? The thing that's not okay is when they take a spoon of yogurt, give me the spoon back and there is still yogurt on the spoon. I do not want to eat the yogurt that's been inside your mouth. Please clean the spoon before you give it back to me. It's fine that you want some of my food, that's okay. But please take all of it with you. As every sort of standard white girl, I really like candles. One thing that really annoys me about candles is when they start tunnelling. For those of you that don't know, the phrase tunnelling is what happens when you burn in a candle and only the little bit of it in the middle melts and there's still sort of outside candle that hasn't melted. So the bit in the middle keeps going down and the outside of the candle doesn't go anywhere. Therefore you get a tunnel through the middle. Eventually, the outside bits will melt where the heat's rising up from the middle and it will drown your flame. The flame will go out, there will be no wick left and you've just got this sort of base of candle. That really does my nut in because sometimes there'll be so much candle left. Like you could literally burn through that candle for 4 more hours, but you can't because there's no wick to light. I have been known before to make temporary wicks from other candles where I've just chopped away the candle around, got the little bit of string, stuck it in the middle just so the whole thing will melt level. I am a candle master. While I was writing this list, I realised that a lot of the things that stress me out are quite car related and driving related. That's sort of a whole other area of stress in my life. The first one is driving when I don't know where I'm going. I am directionally challenged. I can't go anywhere without a sat-nav because I literally don't know where I'm going.
After 300 yards, go right on the roundabout. Second exit.
What? I don't see a right. Oh my god. This is left, not right. I can't hear, can't see. Need to concentrate.
Go right on the roundabout. Second exit. A4135.
So sat-nav is my life. Also, sometimes when I do have the sat-nav and I still don't know where I'm going, I get worried. I'm driving around, I'm looking around, I'm going quite slowly because I want to make sure I'm going the right way, and I know there are other cars behind me that want me to move faster because that's another thing that stresses me out. When I'm driving behind someone who is driving really slowly. We'll be going through a 40-mile-an-hour zone. That's fine, I don't speed or anything, but I do like to go the speed limit. Oh my god, please go a little bit faster, we've got places to be.
He's braking.
Why? Where? Oh good lord. Okay.
Speed up.
So when someone in front of me is going like 32, I'm like, what are you doing? I have places to be. Please move faster. But something else that I don't like is when people are driving behind me and they're really close to my car. I'm like, if you get any closer, you won't have to buy me dinner. Oh my god, if you get any closer to me, swear to god. Not a fan, so I've kind of been in all 3 of these situations, but they all annoy me. When I'm driving, I like to listen to the radio. What I don't like is when the radio starts crackling. It's one of those things, one of those noises that really sort of gets to me. You know, like nails on a chalkboard or something like that can really get to people, or my sister really doesn't like it when people scrape cutlery on plates. I don't like radio crackling. No, it just puts me on edge. My car is not the newest car about. It's not that old, but again, it's not that new. But when I'm driving it, it makes quite a lot of noise. On the motorway, for example, it sounds like I'm driving a mini aeroplane, but it's fine because I just turn the radio up. Turn it up and then you can't hear it. My car is so loud! Problem solved! Sometimes though, I'll be driving along and my car will be rattling or making weird noises. So it is always a constant worry for me when I'm driving that A, my car will fall apart, or B, I'll fall asleep at the wheel. Those are my big worries with driving, okay? The last one is when people drive either behind me or coming towards me and they've got their bright lights on. It's night time, it's dark, I get that you can't see, but with your bright lights on, I can't see either. The worst thing is when they're driving behind you, I'm like, please overtake so I don't have to stare at your blinding sunbeams any longer. I'm just there and I'm sat in my car and I'm like, stop, I can't see. I know you're still there because I can't see anything else. Dangerous, okay? Make sure that you don't leave your bright lights on. Yeah, I'm not actually too bad at driving. Don't get the wrong impression here. I don't mind driving. There are just some things that often stress me out about driving. I feel quite tired now. I'm a little bit out of breath, not gonna lie. Whew. All talking about things that stress me out have really just sort of riled me up. Got a lot of adrenaline going. I feel like maybe I need to go for a run or something. Just to calm down. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope that this entertained you. If I've spoken about anything that stresses you out as well, let me know, and just so I know that I'm not completely crazy and getting really worked up about Nothing. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Make sure to subscribe as well, and I will see you next week. Bye! I've done exactly the same. Hang on. Wait there. I've literally just done exactly what I said I hated. Ugh, lipstick. Wait, I'll try that again. Hang on.
That was terrible. You got